Hi friends, today we're doing a rest day yoga flow. So this is a beautiful relaxing practice to do to complement any of your other activities, whether that's running, martial arts, football, or even some of our more intense yoga practices. So you can pick this one up whenever you're feeling a little bit tired, a little bit sore, and you just want a little bit of movement. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe, as you'll see that 2 different practices come out every week. And then when you're ready, we're just going to start here in a comfortable cross-legged seated position. So let's just get comfortable first. Really feeling your sit bones anchoring you to the mat, hands resting lightly on the thighs. Find that openness across the chest and that length through the spine, all the way from the tailbone all the way up through to the back of the neck, and then pressing up through the crown of the head. And then let's just close off the eyes here. We'll just take a few breaths here, really building that mind-body awareness, so that beautiful connection between the mind, the body, and the breath. Inhale, expanding through the rib cage, and then exhale, breath flowing out of the body, ribs draw back in. Just a few more breaths there in your own time. A soft smile on your face. Enjoying this practice just of ease, of movement and gentle stretching. And then when you're ready, let's open the eyes. And we'll just start with some gentle neck circles. So right ear towards the right shoulder. We'll come through the center to the other side. And then let's look high. Not crunching into the back of the neck, just bringing the eye gaze high. And then back to the right. Let's take 2 more that way. And last one. And then all the way to the left. Let's go back the other way. Making sure to stay with the breath and keep that length through the spine and openness through the chest. This practice is all about ease of movement, ease of energy flowing through the body. And then coming up straight. Now just take a gentle neck stretch. So taking the right arm over, draw the ear down and feeling tension melt away down through the neck, down through the shoulder and out through the fingertips. Turn the eye gaze to the mat, take the crown of the head, drop the chin towards the chest. And now more of a stretch through the back of the neck. A lot of us hold tension through our neck, so see if you can really release it today. And let's take the other side. So left ear towards the shoulder, maybe take the right side of the head, draw it down gently, and then feel this tension really melt away. And then turning the eye gaze to the mat, take the crown of the head, drop the chin in towards the chest. Find your stretch. Moving on, let's come to a side stretch for the upper body. Hand comes down, reaching the left arm over. Find that side stretch. And if it feels good, cactus the arm open. Circle it around. And again. Circle around, last time. Really reaching those fingertips away from you. And the last time. And coming up, other side. Hand comes down, reaching the right arm over, finding your side stretch. Deep breaths here. Breath and body working together. Cactus the arm. Finding that beautiful openness across the chest, then sweep the arm around. Let's take it again. Reaching the fingertips away. Cactus the arm if it feels good. And coming around again. And cactus the arm. And coming down. Let's find our way to a tabletop position. So once you find your tabletop position, with wrist under shoulders and knees under hips, we're just going to take a little bit of a wrist stretch actually. So let's turn the hands so the fingers face out, and then just take a gentle rock side to side, stretching through the wrists. Really good if you do a lot of yoga, but also if you do a lot of typing, stretching through the wrists. Then turn the hands the other way, so if you can, fingers facing your knees, and just a gentle rock forward and back. All right, let's turn the hands back the other way. You might want to walk them slightly further forward. Then we're going to rock forward. So coming forward or around, open through the chest, and then pull back, rounding through the spine. 3 more around one way. Exhale as you scoot back. Inhale to come forward. Just enjoying the gentle movement. And around. And back. Other way. It's beautiful and warm where I am. I know it's cold in other parts of the world. It's snowing in Finland, I heard. But let's try and warm the body up. And around. All right, from there, bringing the right leg through. Come to a kneeling lunge. Make sure your foot and your knee are about hip width apart for stability. Tuck this pelvis under. Then let's clasp the hands, so link the fingers, press them high to the sky, open through the chest. Finding that deep stretch through the hip and openness through the chest. And we'll take it a little more into a side stretch. So take this front wrist and tilt over this leg. All right, from there, let's bring the leg a little further forward and just take a lunge. So hands either side of the foot and just feel that stretch through the front of the hip. Then from there, hand comes inside the foot, heel toe the foot a little bit wider, and you can either stay here up high on the fingers, if that's enough, or coming down to the forearms for a deeper stretch. Maybe taking a gentle rock side to side. Sending the breath down into the hip space. And then from there, press the hands into the mat. We're actually going to try and stretch through the outside of the hip. So for this one, press the left hand down, pivot on the right foot, and then you just want to swivel so you find that stretch through the outside of the hip. Keep 2 hands down if that's better to give you more support. And then coming back through center, let's take the other side. So left leg comes through, find your kneeling lunge, link the fingers, press them away, open through the chest, and really tilt this pelvis under so you feel that stretch through the front of the hip. And once again, take this wrist and then side stretch over this front leg. That's it. All right. Coming forward, hands come either side of the foot and finding that beautiful stretch a little more through the front of the hip. So fingertips either down here, or if you prefer, you can bring them just to the thigh and really open across the chest. And then let's walk both hands inside the foot, heel toe a little bit wider. Open through the hip, and once again staying up nice and high on the fingertips or coming down to the forearms. Just bringing the gaze inward. Listening into the heart rate, the breathing, the temperature. And then pressing the hands up, and let's take that stretch for the outer thigh. So swiveling around on the back, on the bottom foot, and you can keep both hands down for support. And just see where you can find it. So you might be up high, you might be down a little lower. Just trying to get that stretch through the outer thigh. All right, and coming out of it, let's extend one leg out. So we'll take the right leg out, bend the left leg in. I'm just going to fold forward over this leg. So your aim is to keep both sit bones anchored on the mat and then just bring the torso forward. Just checking no tension through the shoulders or the neck. And then walking the hands to the right leg, so right hand next to the right calf. Lift the arm, inhale, exhale over. See if you can come a little bit further into that side stretch this time. Now we're a little warmer. Staying with that sense of ease, that ease of movement, of breath. And coming up, let's turn to face the leg, so coming to a hamstring stretch. Now today you can either take the leg on the mat and come forward, or you're welcome to lift it off and either take the back of the thigh or the calf and stretch it high. Or the foot. And just breathe there. One more breath there. See if you can stretch that hamstring just a little further. And coming out of it. Let's take the other side. Finding your way to the other side of the mat. Stretching the leg out. And let's just fold forward. Keeping these stretches lovely and gentle today. Not forcing anything too much. Remember, just this is our rest day yoga flow. All right. Hand comes next to the calf. Reach the arm over. Inhale, exhale, folding over. And really try and stretch long through both sides of the body here, rather than collapsing down. One more breath there. Can you find a little more length? And then come up. Turning to face the foot, hamstring stretch. Once again, you can either fold forward over the leg or take the leg and let's just stretch it high. Really, if you're taking this option, really sitting up nice and high on the sit bones, open across the chest. One more breath there, breathing in, breathing out. Can you find a little more length through the hamstring? Lowering it down. I'm going to roll this way and just lay down on your mat. So we'll take reclined pigeon. So bring the right leg over the left, flex the foot, reach through, take the back of the thigh or the top of the shin, draw the knee down towards you. And just relax there. No tension through the shoulders, really focusing the effort into stretching through the glute. And remember, you can always place a block or a cushion under your head if that makes it a little more relaxing for your neck. Then place the bottom foot down, rock this right foot over the top, and the foot either comes onto the mat or onto the thigh or the shin, and then drop this knee down. And we're trying to find a beautiful hip opener through the front of the hips. Deep breaths there. Starting to really draw the energy down now. It's always beautiful to do these stretches laying down. And let's take the other side. Left leg comes across, reaching through, back of the thigh, top of the shin. Draw the knee down. Letting the energy flow through the body. Bring that foot to the mat. Take this one over. Let's find our hip opener. Some people can have a little trouble finding this one. So sometimes you just got to move your foot around and see where you can find that openness through the hips. And then relax into it. And for our last stretch, we'll finish off with happy baby. So either hug the knees in, you can just hug in here, or take the knees a little wider, take the arms behind the knees or the lower legs, or maybe the insides or outsides of the feet. Draw the knees down, and maybe just a gentle rock side to side, massaging the lower back on the mat. Just keep this one nice and relaxed. And then let's come to Shavasana. We'll take a few moments of deep relaxation. I'm taking constructive rest pose today. So feet about the width of the mat, knees dropping in, hand to belly for me today. Let's take a few breaths here. Really relaxing, really feeling the breath flowing through the whole body. Just check for any signs of tension through the body. If there's a place that you tend to hold tension, see if you can really send the breath to that area. So if it's the belly, sending the breath really into the belly, allowing it to breathe, allowing it to move. One more full breath there. Deep inhale. And exhale. And then starting to bring a little bit of movement back into the body, maybe wriggling the fingers and toes, or circling the ankles and wrists, or stretching the arms long. And then rolling over to one side before pressing yourself up to a comfortable cross-legged seated position, still with the eyes closed. Just taking these last few moments just for yourself, for your practice, before we reintegrate with the day. And we'll finish just as we started. Sit bones anchoring you to the mat, really grounding you there. Hands are resting lightly on the thighs. Let's take the palms facing up. Find that openness across the chest, pressing up through the crown of the head, and then opening the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for our rest day yoga practice, everyone. Namaste. I hope you're feeling relaxed and rested after this practice. This is a great one to return to, as I said, amongst any of your other activities and the busyness of life. Otherwise, take a look at some of the other practices on the Sophie Lavers Yoga channel. There's getting to be quite the collection there. I will see you soon, everyone. Goodbye.